It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Rhys Wicks with 2 on your RFM Hunter News. The Wall's End mother accused of murdering her 6-week-old child has appeared in Newcastle local court this morning. Her lawyers told the court she's suffering from a severe psychological condition. The 26-year-old appeared by audio-visual link from Silverwater Women's Correctional Centre and began feeling ill and almost fainted. She's alleged to have cut her daughter's throat at a home in Curry Street last Friday. The matter's been adjourned until next month, with the woman to undergo psychiatric assessment. She didn't apply for bail, which was formally refused. Comanchero's leading member Mark Buddle was arrested yesterday at Newcastle Airport after he tried to leave the country to Noumea. Buddle was caught by Port Stephens Local Area Command after they were tipped off by customs officials. Constable Justin Hirano from police headquarters says he was carrying a large amount of cash.
Police have charged an outlaw motorcycle gang member after officers of the Australian Border Force allegedly found more than $60,000 of undeclared currency in his baggage. The 30-year-old Melbourne man was arrested at Newcastle Airport about 10 a.m. yesterday.
Pomp and ceremony has been the order of the day at Newcastle City Hall, which has played host to world leader. Tanzanian President Jakaya Kikwete was presented with an honorary doctorate in law by University of Newcastle Chancellor Paul Jens. His Excellency told the large crowd of invited guests he's been committed to turning his country's economy around since being elected to office in 2005.
It is with a great sense of humility and reverence that I accept this award. I do so on my own behalf and on behalf of the broad masses of the people of the United Republic of Tanzania. Through me, this great university has recognized our collective efforts to transform our country and improve the quality of our lives, from underdevelopment to prosperity.
Coal giant Yancoal is under increasing pressure to explore redeployment opportunities for up to 225 Hunter workers imminently expected to lose their jobs. Last week, Yancoal announced they were set to cut 55 jobs at their Ozstar mine near Cessnock and 170 jobs from its Able mine at Maitland. CMFU District President Peter Jordan says some positions may become available elsewhere.
Here in the Hunter Valley, they also do have the Ashton underground mine, the other side of Singleton, that we've been able to identify about 8 or 9 positions for mine workers that will be offered to these SAC workers from Able and Ozstar. But 8 or 9 positions don't go very far amongst 225 SAC workers.
Around 40 Port Stephens residents have shown their disapproval with their local council, staging a protest outside council meeting last night. Locals have called for a greater display of transparency by council, with concerns surrounding the approval of a subdivision at Boomerang Park at Raymond Terrace and a lease transfer for a sand mine at Williamtown. Port Stephens MP Kate Washington says councils have a long way to go to restore confidence back into the community.
We've got a council that's still prepared to deal with Nathan Tinkler and Bill Dev and Darren Williams, and indeed one of the decisions last night was made that a sand mining lease would be transferred to a company that still has Darren Williams involved. We're the only council or company in Australia that would still be dealing with these people.
In finance, the All Ords is up 53.4 points at 56.24, and one Australian dollar is buying 73.32 US cents.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
Newcastle Knights captain Kurt Gidley has thrown his support behind newly appointed interim coach Danny Badiris as the fight begins to end the 2015 on a high. He insists while the Hall of Famer is the right pick to lead the club into the last 6 weeks of competition, emotions are still raw after the sudden axing of Rick Stone, but he says it's time to look ahead.
There's only one option: to pick yourself up and show some sort of enthusiasm and get out there. There's no point 30 guys quiet, kicking stones, and move on to this week and support our coach at the moment.
Badiris kicks off his campaign this Sunday when the Knights face the Dragons at Jubilee Oval. The Thornton Redbacks will continue their push for the Northern New South Wales Football First Division title tonight when they come up against Cohiba. It follows an impressive 4-0 trouncing of West Wallsend over the weekend to keep the side's semi-final hopes alive. And Woodbury mountain bike rider Graham Mudd has added yet another title to his ever-growing collection, taking out the New South Wales ACT Red as downhill championships near Sydney. That's sport. I'm Gary Lysart.
2 and your RFM news time is 2:05.